Okay, so I couldn't help it. I had to figure out what happened to that relay bank on Randy's jump pack, and so I took them all apart and tested them, and lo and behold, two of them were shorted and two of them aren't. So I'm gonna show you. This one was shorted. It was connected right there. I pulled it apart with my thumb, and that's its normal resting position, but that top of that electrode is totally welded and smashed to nothing. Here's the one that's still stuck together, so you can see the difference. See that gap there, new gap there. If I hook this up to power, it'd click, okay, but that's not a viable connection. And this one is fully welded on. So 2 out of 4 relays were bad. And definitely might have hooked it up to something a little aggressive there. I'm gonna show you kind of the rest of the file here for no good reason, just to whatever, maybe see how it was all put together. So obviously this is sort of what it looked like. This is off of another 150, but they've changed the way they do it now. Different relays, slightly different, and I'll show you those differences, hopefully. Okay, but same concept, 4 relays in a row. They use a little phenolic spacer. We need standoff, so these little things, pokies, don't stick up out. The relays go up through this, and we have to have that copper bar go on top of there. And so you got a standoff there. This copper here is another spacer, if you will, standoff, so that when you lay that copper bus down on top of it, it lays flat and it doesn't get impeded by these the points of our terminal connections there. But you can definitely see it was a war zone, so I used a torch. Dottie came in and I was holding the torch, she was holding this, trying not to scorch it, and just so you know, that's after I cut the thing off. So this was not heat released. I sawed it off with a oscillating saw. I couldn't get through the copper bus bar, so I used a bandsaw to go along that edge and cut it off, because the amount of heat is going to go right into this battery and destroy it just getting it off. But yeah, it's a murderous process. So that's why I can't really fix it. It ticks me off. I wish I could. There's the boneyard. But I'll show you just for grins here. This, I'll move it over, is the guts of a 70, okay? And so I fixed these 71 of them. I don't think I'll ever do it again. This is just one that's had 2 bad cells, and I extracted them, or 1 bad cell, excuse me. And but yeah, just the heating of this was horrifying. And Dottie was spraying freeze spray, and there. This is actually bent down when it's in the unit, but that was the difficulty. It's sad. Really good battery, easy to diagnose problem, just impossible to fix with any means that I have. So that's that.